welcome to another Sunday Murktide video. UR Murktide had a pretty bad, I wanna say, weekend on Magic Online. Among the 3 challenges, only one made the top 8. The metagame doesn't seem to be good for it. Definitely there's a lot more Elementals deck. Not necessarily because they're great, but just because there's a new Nisa, so people want to try things out. And Elementals has never been a great matchup. Plus the adjustment of the Rhinos deck to involve 4 main deck dispute and 3 Murktide definitely hurts the Murktide matchup. But overall, I still love the deck, I still love the list. In the past, I was always playing different lists, but I guess now I just love my list so much that whenever I play other list, I just only focus on how much I prefer mine than theirs. So I'm just gonna stick to my list. It might be not as maybe what's the word? Like before, I might want to like show more things, but like every time I play with the deck with an Archmage Charm or no Blood Moon or like few Shredders, I always feel like I highlight their differences and lack way more often than I just actually focus on the good things. So I will just play this deck. The list that I basically like, the same list that I would love to play with every weekend. Since I'm clearly, loving this list. Find a cyber guy for free on Channel Fireball. The website right now is having some problems though. Hopefully they'll fix it soon, but alright, and actually it's working. Yeah, it's working well now. So yeah, you just go to Channel Fireball, you go to Modern. This is all the deck vault curated by me and other content creator. You see Andrea Mengucci, sometimes there's also Mangu, which is still me. Anyway, but yeah, you go right click on here, and this is my most updated list. It's April the 4th, but I haven't really changed it too much. And there's also the cyber guide, because this one's free. Some other articles are Channel Fireball Pro. But anyway, I changed the list a little bit. There is Mystical Dispute is back, mostly because Murktide Regent from Rhinos is also a problem. Also, just, yeah, with a ton more blue decks around. A little less for creativity. I dropped the Hearse. The Hearse is mostly for the mirror match. I have now 2 Tormod Crypt or Living End. Because it's a bad match. It's not a great matchup, Living End. People say it's a good matchup, but I think they have not played against Living End much. And also for the Underworld Breach matchups. Okay. Perfecto, vámonos. Buenos días, todo el mundo. India, what else do we have? I have Abrade because the Ozolith is also powering up the Scales matchup. Every Urza Saga matchup has never been good for this deck. Urza Saga decks have been always a struggle for Murktide. Especially if you don't play Blood Moon main, but that's not my case. I always play with 2 Blood Moon main. It's not even a question. Okay. Okay. On the draw, lands and spells. Go. Let's begin. Alright. Burn is getting very popular. I play against Burn a lot in these leagues. You might have watched, if you watch my past videos, that I play against Burn so much. Burn is not a bad matchup, but, we're on the draw without a Spirebluff Canal. The matchup is not amazing. I don't really want a counterspell, right? I think I'll hold the Bauble, though. In case I draw a Shredder. Play Eidolon, I guess I have another Heat, but people don't play Eidolon anymore, usually. Swifty Spear. Swifty Spear. Alright. Triple creature. That's okay. What does the guide flip? I don't know what I clicked. Flip to consider. Alright. 13. Draw. Consider. Let me bubble me again. Land. Not a very bad land though, but I don't think I want it. Let me fetch up an island this time. Hold these now, because this is just a shock. Welcome, Ali! Hello! How's it going? I just started my stream. Very glad to see you all here. You had a nice night of magic. We just started. First game of this league, playing UR Murktide. What have you been up to? Okay, we have Spells Pierce up, which is definitely relevant. Unless my opponent passes, because they know I have Considering, and they revealed it with Goblin Guide. Alright, I'll Spell Pierce this. Buondì Mattia. Cards, that can be a skewer to critics. I want to grow Shredder in my turn so that it doesn't die to Searing Blaze. At the same time, though, I also want to discard. I really hope to draw Spell here. Nice. Very good. Do I want the DRC? I don't think I want it. Ooh, that's what I wanted. Alright, now I have a 2/4 that dodges Searing Blaze. Of course, if they go attack, I block, they go Searing Blaze. It dies, but can't really do much about it. Lausanne. One has 2 cards in hand. Again, this is a matchup very much play draw dependent. And once you're on the draw, it's definitely harder. But, you know, if they draw 4 lands, it feels like you can get it. Like, very much depends on also the canopy lands. Like, if they draw 1 or 2 canopy lands instead of these ones. Alright, again, as I said, I have to block. They have to spend their Searing Blaze, and that's fine. You can't afford to play around much or take much damage here. Sure, I mean, that's perfect. If it was them, I would probably not play the land there. Draw. I'll play Ragavan, and I'll play Murktide as large as it can be. I don't care much about Delirium. Go. Oops. Opponent is on 16, that's perfect. The opponent draws a Lightning Helix, bolts me immediately. Play Expressive Iteration. Hopefully I find a Counterspell or a Spell Snare. Very nice. Hand bottom. Actually, what if I exile the Bolt? I think it's better. Nah, actually, I'll have to leave the Ragavan back. Ooh, my opponent gained 3 life. That's relevant. I definitely want the Counterspell in hand since I don't want to die to... Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go Bottom, exile. And then attack with all. My opponent wants to trade the Swift Spear. That's okay, I got rid of the Swift Spear. I guess I made a mistake. I made a mistake. Thankfully, it didn't matter. I should have 100% bolted the Swift Spear, make a treasure. Again, thank God it didn't matter, because I put it didn't block, but I don't know why I didn't think about it. Okay, it's all good now. Opponent didn't block, but I should have bolted this make a treasure, of course. Like, that's pretty obvious play. I don't know why I didn't come up with that. Alright. Let me bolt this and pass. Can I blame my messenger app going off, making me read the message and losing my focus? When you play, no, don't lose your focus. Booster bed, thank you for the 3rd month. Appreciate the support. 9 a.m. Optimal Alliance. I think the game was played well. One small misstep. It's okay. It's okay. Thankfully, again, our opponent didn't block, so we're still lethal this turn. Alright, let's go to the sideboard. Okay, thank you, Booster. Alright, let's go to the sideboard here. Let me open my my cyber guide just in case. I always like to have a double check to my right. When I write the cyber guide, I always like to check it, even if I'm the one who wrote it. Burn. Again, it's slightly different, but so the bad cards are these. Yes, easy. The good cards. So I don't think I want Fury anymore. People don't play with the Eidolon anymore. Yeah. Maybe it's still better than these 4. Maybe Mystical Dispute is better than these. 3 mana Counterspell could be alright. Yeah, I cut Subtlety. Ooh, this is a molly down for sure. Buongiorno, guys. Yeah, I must keep this, but I'm not happy about it. I'll bottom the DRC. You need to draw Spirebluff Canal in this matchup. Spirebluff Canal, it's like a spell that gains you 3 life. Like last game, I took myself, I dealt myself, how much damage did I deal myself? 5 damage from my own lands. Burn really wins a lot of games because your opponent self-damages a lot. In fact, when you play against the Urza Saga decks, it's a bad matchup in theory because the opponent starts with 20 life, which is a lot more than the classic 15 that you have to deal if you play again. Oops, I misclicked Mulligan instead of keep. Alright, I guess, you know what? You know what? This hand is actually better than the previous one, so yeah. Woo! Alright, put Mulligan against the 6. Again, I'm on 5. I didn't want to be here, but, you know, can't complain too much. This hand is good. Yes. I'll pull the thing there. Again, no more Eidolons in these decks, plus they don't play Goblin Guide, of course, because they play Swift Spear on turn 1. So just get rid of the thing before they can go like land attack, they can double bolt, and you're screwed, so just get rid of it. Next turn, ideally I want to go Ragavan, keep up Spell Pierce, so that if they go lands, Searing Blaze, have Spell Pierce up. And then once you have Ragavan going, Ragavan is just insane in this matchup. I mean, it's great in most matchups, but also in this matchup. And you don't want to dash it, because this thing needs to stay in play to produce mana every turn, and cards, because they have a lot of cards you can cast. You very much be burned by just connecting with Ragavan and playing their spells. Is Lightning Helix on Ragavan? On me? On me, I don't care. On me, I really don't care. Play this and pass. Yeah, I could have fetched my turn for to prevent spectacle, but now I've double red. Would should have definitely killed Ragavan, 100%. If you play burn, make sure kill Ragavan. During Blades. What's that? Skull crack? Chazin? Yes. This is my favorite deck. If you're new to this channel, there are over 70 videos of me playing UR Murktide. One every Sunday for the past, I don't know how many months. Actually, years too, probably. Alright, let's like consider, since I have Spell Pierce mana up, thanks to the treasure. Yeah, you just... bird. Do I want the bird? Nah. Can do better. Also, this gives me more options at Delirium. Delirium. Shortening the clock. First attack. Yeah, Spell Snare, another great card in this matchup. Opponent plays Deflective Pal. As much as I don't really care about this, I'm gonna counter it. Force Charm. I'll fire it. 4 damage. Pass. Again, having Ragavan gives you mana, and that's the thing you need. I mean, both, I guess. Cards and mana, but you don't want to dash it. Dashing it on turn 2 would have been very wrong. This is very much the way you beat Burn. Ragavan Spell Pierce. And they are constrained in mana because every spell of their deck. Like, they're not very good at killing Ragavan for 1 mana. They only have Lightning Bolt. So Spell Pierce protected very well on turn 3. And then you untap and you, like, manage to do exactly what we did. Again, they needed to bolt this, but we had Spell Pierce and then Spell Snare, you know? Brought the Flusterstorms. Attack for 7. It could be lethal easily by Ragavan flipping a 2 damage burn spell. It isn't, but you know, it can also be lethal now, flipping a Lightning Bolt. Eh, let's dig for the bolt. Alright. And bottom exile, and I pass with Flusterstorm up. We had 2 lands, but we spent so much mana this game. Thanks to the treasures. Flusterstorm at the ready for Searing Blades, which I think is what's happening now. When there's that very small window of time where I like the minor misstep, which I think turned out to be the biggest trap I've ever tried. Not good. Not good. Look at this. Play Flusterstorm. Don't play minor misstep if you're still playing minor misstep. Okay. Let's go. Convincing 2-0 win. Okay. What Pioneer decks you like so far? No, but no, zero decks. Let's go. Would you like to play first? Yes. Yep. What a great hand. Any comment on creativity meta winning rate? No comment. Okay. You know what? Haplingo. I keep the bubble. I draw Ledger Shredder. I want to have the bubble. Scalding Tarn. Okay. Draw. Consider. Ooh. Okay, now I'll play bubble. Land. No, gracias. I would like to remove the from top of my deck. And pass. Morning all. What's the deal with main deck Bloodman? You should watch more Mango videos. I've been playing main deck Bloodman for months now. You have to play main deck Bloodman, otherwise Murktide is bad. Right now, Murktide, it's not great. Lots of versus sagas. Also 5 color decks. Oh. Nah. Soothe. Remember, when you have land drops, don't play Iteration. Practicing hard for Pioneer. I can't play more than 1 league a day for Pioneer, otherwise it's bad for you. You know? You need to keep your mental sanity good by playing Modern so that you keep loving Magic. Otherwise, you're gonna love Magic less and it's gonna hurt you overall. You kill my Ragavan, it's dead. In life, in order to be like successful, you have to enjoy what you're doing, have fun, think about the good things. You can't force yourself doing bad things. Otherwise, you're not gonna succeed. No Blood Moon Slam? No, no Blood Moon Slam. Don't worry about it. Land? Land? No. So if I play Iteration, they're gonna play Spell Pierce, and I don't want to see that happening. If I see that happening, it's very bad. Honestly, I'd rather just go Murktide and eat a Leyline Binding on the turn. Elementals is good. You're gonna see my Elementals video soon with the new Nissa. Very strong card. I don't doubt that Legacy is fun, but I think that Magic Online Legacy is not very fun. Magic Online Legacy has a million combo decks, which not necessarily the funnest thing, the most fun thing to do. Paper Legacy, it's amazing. Paper Legacy, it's amazing. I agree. People play all sort of fair decks. Okay, what's this? Prismari Command? Oh, Savage Triumph Cycle. Sure. We have Unholy Heat for the creativity on a dwarf. Very red. Okay. I'm also gonna kill that one. Yes. Fortunately, they have still Spell Pierce up. Not much I can do about it. Yeah, that's true. Let's go. Land. Not bad. That's not the worst. I guess now I have my threat here. Just topping my Murktide sideways for 3 turns will get the job done. I play Blood Moon, they play Spell Pierce, you lose the game. So don't lose the game. Will I do a video on Rhinos? Modern Rhinos? Legacy Rhinos? Again, just make sure to check my past videos. I make so many videos that anything you think you want to see, I did it already probably. Legacy Rhinos is actually coming out, I don't exactly know, but like soon. I made the video. With the one that came second in the showcase. Modern Rhinos, I made, I don't know, tens. Okay, you play another of that. Should I care about it? No. No. No care, Mango no care. You can have all the Fable Near Breaker. This is not standard, a Pioneer. That card is fine. Is it though? Okay, now I'll cast this Borrower end of turn. I put my opponent on a very, very short block. Or I can bounce this. Would that be better? Considering that putting them to 2 is the same. So maybe I actually should bounce this Goblin Shaman. I really need to draw land though, so I can play Counterspell around Spell Pierce. I really need to play land. Although if I play Borrower, I win if I draw a Lightning Bolt. I'm just gonna bounce, but I don't know if this is right. I don't know if this is right. No, you go double bolt? That's a disaster. No, I should have cast Borrower then. Actually, though, yeah, I can't even play Bloodman because now they have a lot of people to play the thing on. Oh no, this is a disaster. Hannah, what an awkward game. I can either slam Bloodman and hope my opponent doesn't draw creativity, but at the same time, if they draw creativity, I lose on the spot. If they don't draw creativity, nah, it's too likely they draw creativity. I think I just have to get lands with this iteration to keep up counterspell, and so on and so forth. Okay, lands are here at least. Hand bottom, I want to get all the basics so that I can play Bloodman next turn safely. Double bolt, double bolt. Well, I guess if I had Borrower in play, they would have had the 2/2, so my Bloodman plan would have been much worse. So, overall, not. Whoa, they don't discard anything to the Fable? That's not great news. They have 2 cards. Do they have exactly Creativity plus Spell Pierce? If they do, it's over. We puck it up. They don't. Ooh, they don't even play around Spell Pierce. I guess they must target 2 in order to play around Bolt. Makes sense. 1 card left. You know what the 1 card left can be? Can also be another creativity. Rhino will stay on top. Yeah, Rhinos and creativity are on top at the moment, for sure. I think there's so much. I think there's not much I can do. I'll just dash this Ragavan and play Blood Moon and die if they have another creativity. I don't mind trading with a dwarf. But does nothing here. Nothing. It does nothing. You think, okay. The fact that my opponent can cast most of their cards is nothing for you? That's okay. Yeah, exactly. If that binding will kill my Murktide, but like a lot of time passed since then. Now, of course, my opponent has 2 Kiki Jiki, so I'm also dead to that. I'm also dead to creativity. I'm just dead to a bunch of cards. The Spell Snare was a mulligan this game. The second Blood Moon, of course, is a mulligan this game. Borrower, overall, it's not great here, so I would say overall, this game did not go very well, and I'm totally okay losing it. That's okay. Yeah, looks like that's not a creativity. I guess I'll take a look at their deck, since this card makes me show their deck. And that's fine. I'll concede the game. Yeah, it's a classic. Teferi, Lilian Binding. Yeah. Well, I cut a lot of cards that I had for this matchup. Like I had Orvar. I don't have that anymore. Let me see exactly what I said in the article. Play draw changes because on the draw I don't like Ragavan, but on the play I like Ragavans. Spell Snare is bad, as you saw. Counter is Brand and 6, yes. Borrower also bad, as you saw. And Lightning Bolt, you didn't see it, but it's not great either. Oh, I wouldn't side in the second Spyro, I think. I wouldn't side in all the Flusterstorm either. Yeah. Honestly, I don't want to side in all the explosives either. Yeah. Who's favorite in this matchup? In general, Murktide is 50-50 against everyone. You can win or lose every game. They play Expressive Iteration and Ren. Yeah, that's true, but like, how to put it? There is a limited amount of answers you can play, and I'm bringing in Explosives, Flusterstorm, Dispute. So that's 5/7 answers I'm siding in. I can't remove, and I must remove answers. Like, do you understand? Like, that's how you sideboard. And Spell Snare is just the weakest there. Like, when you have to sideboard, you have to cut cards. You can't just play... Go 65. Need to draw lands. I have Expressive Iteration in hand. I want to draw lands. This comes in exactly one turn too late. Exactly one turn too late. I have to pass here. I have to respect the Ren and 6. Serio! Thank you for the 3rd month. Welcome to the stream. You get yourself an espresso badge. Now, it would be great to have a land. So I can go channel or keep up Counterspell and then Iteration. Lands are extremely important here. hit a 3-drop. Go iteration. You want to go Ledger plus explosives? I think that wasn't great, but yeah, you could have done that on turn 2 as well. Sure. What's this? Change the equation. All right. You build mono black coffers. Nice. Do you have a Shadow of Doubt or Profane Tutor? What did you choose? Yeah, as I said, with Alandier, things would have been much easier, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to pass again. I had to deploy, and the game just spirals to a loss now. It's kind of impossible to recoup now. That's okay. And bottom exile, play this pass. There's good and bad things of playing only 19 lands in your deck. The good things is that you don't flood. The bad things is that you also don't hit your third land and just lose in those Drago game. A very suspicious creativity against the 7 cards 1 mana up. Very weird. It is what it is. Alright. Next match immediately fired up. And we're on the draw with only 1 land and a dream. With 2 things, 1 land and a dream. It's even harder to win the game when... But it's okay. It's okay. What else can we do? Put them all to 5. Yeah, with Random 6 you hit your lands better, right? Well, as I showed in the when I played the let's do 5 instead of 7. Alright. I'll go for turn 1 Ragavan. Please no random ticks. You think it makes sense? I mean, 7 cards I have. Pepper's Flusterstorm, 7 bolts. On top, Blood Moon. I don't know. Whatever. I lost. Okay, opponent's playing blue eye control. I get to hit with Ragavan, which is nice. No, actually I don't. What's that? Quattro. Thank God they let me untap. This time, I guarantee you they do not look at my hands when playing. And that's good. Makes you play better. Alright, putting 1 card in NGs. Wait, what did you pitch? What's this? Whoop. Alright. Snare. Yeah, Snare is great. Is there a reason you're not playing MTG Arena anymore? Yeah, I can't play these wonderful cards. I can't play the best set of all time, Modern Horizons 2. That's the biggest reason. Also, I'm a big fan of collecting cards. Magic Arena doesn't give me that vibe. With 3 bubbles in a row? A lot of bubbles in a row. Any thought to upkeep Bolt? Nah. 4 baubles in a row? Judgy! Who shuffled my deck? Alright, at least there's no more baubles now. Mishra's bubble. So my hand's bad, so first I want to discard a card, and then I want to surveil. Delirium. Supreme Verdict. Otawara's card are on Arena. Yeah, but they nerfed this is a 3-1 on Arena. Come on, a 3-1? Why? Why? Just give it full power. Cards are good when they're powerful, not when they're bad. I don't want to play with bad cards. Okay, Solitude. Mm-hmm. I'll play Mr. Murk. Mr. Murk. No, aspetta, sbagliato. Mr. Murk. Spell. Passo. Yes, slimy. It is. Oko was fine. Oko is not even fun, though. It's powerful, but not fun. You know? This is powerful and fun, because you do all the things you surveil. This is powerful and super fun, because you draw cards. Oko's just +1, destroy your creature, not destroy, out your creature, pass. My Planeswalker has 1 million loyalty, you can never attack it. Seasoned doing. Alright. Ooh, I want to... You think that... Do I trigger Murktide ability if I play Consider? Let's see. Probably I don't, but let's see. End the turn, so no. Yeah, that's also what I think, but might as well just yeah. Let's see. For science, because like I'm tapped out anyway, right? No, okay. So it didn't trigger. Next time you play. What should have played land first? That was a punt. Alright. Thankfully, your result. Lost to 5-color creativity, 2-0. La solitudine. Uvu controller. Where it is. Uvu control. Uvu. Where is it? Azorius control. It's funny, when I wrote the cyber guide, I said Uvu, but the editor renamed it to Azorius. I respect it. I'm bringing Subtlety, which I don't have anymore. Seasoned Fury Disputa. Also I might side in Abrade. And maybe explosives, maybe not. We must cut some Unholy Heats and some bolts, for sure. My opponent's gonna play with Narset. Actually, I think Bolt is better than Unholy Heat. I hate Spell Pierce. I really hate that card against control deck. Game goal just goes super long. Like, but you have Dispute. Yeah, but Dispute is 1 more mana. That's a big deal. Plus, like, they always play around spell periods anyway. Bye-bye, Vic. You'll find this video on Sunday, 6 p.m. European time zone, every time, on Mango YouTube channel. You can find me tutuing a league, and then stopping the video because it passed 2 hours. Probably on the draw, I'll have Spell Pierce over Bloodman. Yeah, 1 Bloodman only. I think it's better. Also consider cutting a Murktide against him. Yeah, 2 hours was really the maximum video can be. Opponent maximizing Sideboard time, learning from the yellow hat. Once again, we have 2 things in this hand. We have 1 land and a dream. First game, we kept 1 land and a dream and we won. Why can't I do it again? I could have been punished. Thank you, Twitch chatter, for saying the message, I could have been punished. Yes, that is life in general. Anything you do, you could be punished. You go outside, a tree can fall on your head. You could have been punished. You just stayed inside. You stay inside, a earthquake can crush your house. You could have been punished. A very deep message over there you wrote. Opponent had this start earlier too. Didn't go well, but they're trying to repeat it. I'm looking for lands here, or I could have been punished. See? Mangu doesn't get punished. Draws a second land. Oh, Amumi, that's true. A master once said, if you don't get mana screw often, you mulligan too much. That can't be me, as I get mana screw very often. Notably, World's match against Javier, I got mana screw both game 1 and 3. So, alright, do I have to do something? Nah, I have lands. Why do I have to move? Quatto? Imagine not playing Spell Snare in your Murktide deck. Imagine not playing Spell Snare your Murktide deck. Can be me. I always play 2 Spell Snare. You don't play lands? I'm sorry. I'm never really gonna slam this Bloodman, so might as well just get a Steam Vents. Ooh, a land! Yeah, don't feel like... You know what, actually I'm casting my 4th Consider. Looking for a land. Passing. Man, I really should have cut a Murktide. That's okay. It could have been a second Bloodman. Same bad thing, I think. We took a look at 20 cards so far. We found 4 Consider and 3 lands. Ooh, the shock and tapped. Alright, land from Mangu. Woo! Beautiful. Play this Merc. And pass. Oh, 8/8. De Brocker, you don't currently have a badge. I'm not sure why. I think I'll go for a Counterspell. Yeah, that's fine. You can win this fight. I mostly just wanted to get rid of this Counterspell to my hand so I can start playing more things. What you do there? Seasoned doing. Wow. All right, let's rebuild. You like the Counterspell art by the opponent? Unfortunately, I am first. I love old cards, so I will like the FBB, Ice Age, and things like that. Okay, so here I want to. Ooh, I can cast more than 4 Consider this game. I want to play like 2 things and pass, I think. Perfect. Season Power in the Graveyard is a great card advantage play. You have Teferino, Paperino on top? Va bene. Go. Yeah, I have this one FNM foil in the cube as well. Um, for constructed deck, I don't like foils anymore. Okay. Lightning Bolt sucks, of course, here, but it's mostly here because my opponent must play Narset. Like, if they play Dates Undoing, they must play the playset of Narset, so I have to respect that. They can go Supreme Verdict, and yeah, that's fine. I mean, could have dashed this and everything, but I guess I'll consider. Hmm. Yeah, that's good. The one to dispute, I think it's better than a random card, yes. There it is. See, now you have the badge. Thank you, the broker. Now no more odds for you. It's all good. Okay, let's go. You love borderless cards? I'm not too high on them. I'll play a Ragavan and pass to you. I have 2 Season Pyro in the graveyard. It's free card advantage. But it hasn't played Prismatic Ending yet, so they can just Prismatic Ending this. And I'm okay with that. Teferino, Paperino. Accept it. What do you do with it? La 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 la. Okay. Zing. Zing. 2 tokens. Very strong. 2 tokens for free. We didn't use this resource. It just happened to be there. Reno? Zik! Don't counter target spell if you can handle it in a different way. Yes. Counterspell is an important resource in this game. Previously, I throw it away because I was land screw, but now that I have so many lands, you must. I like to counter that. This is a 2-for-1. I don't like 2-for-1s. I can't really explain every play I make, but I hope that you guys understand that sometimes you must counter Teferino when you have 2 counters in hand, but some other times you don't because of the power of Spyro. You don't put Spyro in your deck, you had to counter Teferino. Double. Second Supreme Verdict is gone. Bauble. My opponent here has a counterspell. I think I'll fight with my own. Wanna resolve this iteration. I have 5 cards in hand. And probably a Solitude too. Hand, bottom, exile. I'll dash Ragavan this time because I don't use my mana anyway. Exclamation mark deck. This list currently plays 2 Spell Snare, 1 Spell Pierce, 2 DRC. She was basically the one that wrote in the article last month. Quatto. Close. By the way, this is the reason to play Snowlands, eh? Literally every time I make a video with this deck, people ask me about Snowlands. This is the reason. It doesn't matter much. Oh, don't worry about it if you don't want to. If you spend hundreds of euros on some basic lands that aren't snow, whatever, just don't play Snowlands. Okay. That I do, because I also love the Ice Age ones. Peferino, Paperino. That's okay. No, we don't have the exclamation mark up and down. No, we don't. Why we're back on Spell Pierce if you don't mind me asking? I don't know, just to keep them guessing. To keep them guessing. You need to keep your range open. But I got the charm. Actually, yeah, let's dash this. Because I have 5 mana regardless. You can't steal the Ragavan dashed. Not gonna be a good play. Can counter it though. But yeah, basically, this matchup is just gonna be patient. But they want to play the Euro Venice Euroland. Sure, if you bought the Venice Euroland, play the Venice Euroland. I don't care. I'm honestly off basic lands. I don't care. They made too many versions. Back in the day, it was cool to own cool lands. Now it's just, I don't know, whatever. Just play the lands you want. I don't care. Oh, vabbè. Cosmic Rebirth. So afraid of my opponent. I think I must counter Teferi here. Sorry, kill Teferi here. And bottom. I think so. Because if they go like Narset Days Undoing, I lose the game, so I have to do this. Back in the days, I would be annoyed by my opponent playing Kaldheim lands. Now, I don't care anymore. They oversaturated the market with basic lands that I honestly just do not care. I'm tapping out. I don't think it's a problem end of turn. Okay, this is my last land, so if I draw fetch land, it's dead now. I have to hold it in my hand to discard it later. Pass. I'll pass. Patience. Patience, it's the keyword. We play 19 lands, they play like 25. Just get to the late game, they're gonna die of flooding. If they play divination, you let it resolve. That one is more annoying, I think. Yeah, that one I don't want to nah, it's okay. Resolve. I don't have any more Spirals in my deck, so the only way to get rid of lands in my hand is Shredder. So I need to hold the Shredder. Ooh, Castle of Interest. That's not bad here. I'm gonna help my opponent not flood. Turn, Spiromanzo. This is my second one, so I have no more Spirals in my deck. Draw. On top attack. One Blood Moon only in my deck. Somewhere. I don't know where. I think I'll play a dude and pass here. Actually, let me delve not iteration. That's not true. Let me delve iteration. Kind of weird how quickly I changed my mind on that. Anyway, I want... Yeah, I'll keep the bolt in the deck, just in case they Days Undoing. I want to have a bolt in my deck. Bye! Just cry here, and you can also play a 4-drop. What's that, Solitudine? I have to counter target spell. I don't have any dive deep. No, sorry, deep dive. No, deep down. Come cazzo si chiama? The one in the blue removability. That one. I don't have that one in my deck. Down. Down. That's down. Thank you. That one is a very nice answer now. If I was playing the. If I was playing the. Bold this. Like, yeah, I have to go Narset Days Undoing, I lose. But I don't want to make you gain 3 life. 3 life here is important, I think. Ragavan. Let's dash it. This is such a weird attack. How can you attack in this spot? 9 to 20 attack. Ah, great. Never shame I had to discard a spell, honestly. Maybe I could have held some lands at some point. They have the Hall? Sure. Fire it up. A solitudine. I'll bolt it. Redemption a creature. With a counterspell, I'll loot again. Welcome to the stream, C Puppet. La 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 la. Which is an artifact with that version? Yeah, the Alara artifacts looks like this, right? I agree. Yeah, Magic Online, these arts are much cheaper, so they're way more common on Magic Online. I don't love them. It is what it is. Daybreak likes to reprint into a different art, so a lot of these cards are much cheaper with the weird art. It's one of the reasons also why I don't love weird art, I guess, but raw counterspell? Hmm. Well, not much I can do here. Please, no counterspell. Spell. Alright, I'll lose. GG. Let's go game 3. I should take a bathroom break and come back for game 3. Okay? I'm going to work. We want the second Blood Moon for this. My opponent has so many. Archmage Charm. I think Flusterstorm is better than Pierce. Also, they don't seem to have Chalice of the Void. I just submit 61. It is what it is. Can I change? No. Alright, 61. Here we go. Alright, see, perfect hand. If I was on 60, maybe I would have had a worse hand. Take away, submit 61. Vamos! Volcanic Island, Ragavan. Go. Would have cut the Unholy Heat, by the way, as a last card. I need to cut. And guess what? It's in my hand, of course. Of course. Opponent not playing Prismatic Ending, it seems. Could be. Let's see. They play Lasso Litu, didn't. Well, they have the perfect pitch though every game. Cosmic Rebirth. Must be nice. Love the perfect pitch. Draw. Seasoned Pyromancer. Okay, Island. I'll play Shredder. I'll play Bauble. I'll discard Unholy Heat. And I'll Bauble you. Go. Ledger Shredder fixes your sideboard mistake. I'm trying to maybe play this Seasoned Pyro when I have empty hand, but we'll see. Let me dash Ragavan and attack with both. Dispute can counter the Ice Fan Coatto, which my opponent probably has. Also Counterspell. Less down. Look, I'm just countering anything. Welcome to Effie and Friends. We're playing Murktide. They're Murktide in Modern, having a blast, dashing Ragavan through the snow. Buongiorno to you. Hope you had a nice stream. Pilferer has been stolen. Unfortunately, I don't have mana for it. That's a shame. I don't want to play Ragavan anymore because they play 4 Charm. I just dash Ragavan. Charm doesn't work on the dashed Ragavan. I didn't dress down against Murktide is suspicious. Okay, do they go for Teferi? They do go for Teferi. Okay. Alright. We will rebuild. Hello, Effie. Ooh, Lightning Bolt. That's a perfect card to discard. Let's go. Shredder. Ragavan Dash. Draw this card. Bolt. Attack that. And let go. Yeah, let go. Let go, yes. On next turn, I can maybe dash and play something else. Because of having 2 Blood Moon in my deck, I'm gonna pick up a basic here. What am I gonna play after Murktide today? I have 2 ideas. One is a Modern Humans list I saw with Knight Errant of Eos. And the other one is a Pioneer Atraxa Neoform. So those are my 2 ideas. of things to do today. Okay, what do I do here? Yo, once again, dash. He wants to see me playing Cube? No, I'm sorry, people. Cube is not great for content for me. Other content creator might be, but not for me. You play Coatto? That's great. Wish I had Mystical Dispute for that. Thankfully, you can't kill Shredder. Still kill that one, which is slightly annoying, though. I'm stuck in Pioneer Prep. Yeah, I know. People who practice for the RC want to see Pioneer. But at the same time, Pioneer sucks a little bit out of my life, so there's a balance between that. Also, Pioneer, yeah, not the people that are not qualified for the RC don't really watch Pioneer, so it's hard. Humans is vintage. What do you mean humans is vintage? There's new cards. It can't be vintage. My fun is much more important. That's true. Ooh, you shocked. Is that a Solitudine? Why do you make me untap if you have Solitudine? And then draw a counterspell. Let's attack. Oh, you mean this is old school? Yeah. Oh, you want to steal my channeler? That's what you want to do. I see. Hmm. Okay. You chump block. You know, you got a new badge. Yeah, you have the airplane badge. You're ready to fly. Let go. I didn't want to bounce my own channeler. If you want chump block, sure. That meant, I don't know. That's fine by me. I can just deploy a new flyer. My opponent is at 7. Mente. Click, click. Ooh, you got 1? Told you? When it dies with 3 cards in hand. If this was paper, my opponent would be mad because they're playing blue-white control. They never lost to Murktide in their life. They will look at their land and be like, look how unlucky I got. Showing the 3 lands in hand. I swear this happens every time I'm playing as blue-white control in paper. Same story every time. Alright, keep. Look how lucky I got. I played 26 lands in my 60 cards deck. I drew 7 of them. Alright, we're playing against Rhinos. That's an important matchup. I never really drew Bloodman, honestly, though. Hey, that's a good one. That's less good one. Range list? Yeah, for sure. They were not playing a regular list. Yeah. Either I need lands. Come on, where are the lands? Land. Ma porca madosca poglia. Do. Big chat, your friend Pepengo loses. Look at the top 14 cards, so 2 lands. It is what it is. It is what it is. Alright. Land? Murktide is guaranteed 3-2. No, usually it's 2-2 and then it's too late to play the 5th match. Murktide League, guaranteed 2-2s. Regardless Agent. Bring it on. Bring it on. Oh, Outburst, okay. I'll take it. You can't live your life keeping up mana with Spell Pierce. I don't have lands to make that game. I have to tap out. Play Unholy Heat now, but if I don't hit land... Sorry, if I hit land, then I don't really have a play. I just have to hope to draw land right now. Shredder, Unholy Heat, tap for 3. Draw this card, get rid of the Spell Pierce. Which sucks every single time I play with it. Attack and pass. Morning, Florent. How am I today? Good. Good. Tonight I'll play the Store Championship. To win the Gitrog Monster and Thalia card. Is that Murktide? Ooh. Okay, I'll draw this card at least. When is on 14? How big is your Murktide? 6/6, I think. That's 7, okay. How big is mine? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's an 8/8 at least. Blood Moon. That's a perfect card to discard. Do I want to because I have to chump attack, so I have to play the Shredder first. Sorry, the Murktide first. So that this one doesn't chump attack. Chump attacking isn't as bad as advertised. Yeah, you know what? I'll chump attack. I have to make this an 8/8. Of course, if they have Otawara or Borrower on the Shredder, on the Murktide, I'll lose. That's I need to make this a 4/6. Is it draft or sealed? Nah, draft. It's the draft tournament. Goodbye, DRC. We'll forever remember you. Shredder is big. Murktide is bigger. No, 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 no. Don't bounce it. Don't bounce it. What's that? What'd you do? No, that gone? Okay, Koyoni, that gone. Those in my graveyard. 1. Draw. That sucks. And bottom exile. Play this. Discard Snare. Ah, che cazzo. Need to draw something. Bubble me. Counterspell. Yeah, I'm dead. Bella. GG. Similarly to creativity, once we stumble, don't hit the third land, we lose these matchups. These matchups, so we played so far, this game one, of course, can get better, but like we lost against creativity and Rhinos, which are the best decks in the format, first and second. Everybody can agree on that. If you stumble a bit, you lose, because their deck is so consistent. They play a high amount of land and a high amount of threats, whereas we play a low amount of lands. So as long as we miss the third land drop, boom, we go down. So you see their deck being more consistent and doing their thing will go on top of you on average. Okay, so I like these 7 cards on the play. I don't like those cards. Don't mind keeping 1 Spyro. I must keep Spell Pierce, although I hate it. Lightning Bolt also bad. This Borrower is alright. Spell Snare, actually not that bad. You wonder what's the percentage of Rhinos game 1s. Game 1's amazing, yeah. Hello, Ninja. I believe on turn 2 I had considered to play. So I don't mind keeping up Spell Pierce on turn 2 instead of playing Shredder. Because I was on the draw, so they could have deployed a Cascade Spell there. If I hit the third land drop, I'm able to play Shredder holding up Spell Pierce. I played Consider. I just failed to hit the third land drop on the top 3 cards. I hope I can understand. What's my opinion on 18 lands? Have you not watched any of the games I played? I literally only lost because... Not literally lost, but like... I lost because I didn't hit my third land drop. You want to play less lands? No. Never. No. Don't cut lands from your modern deck. Unless you play with 20 cycling cards, like Living End does. Then you can play 18 lands, I guess. Alright, let's go Ragavan. Hello, Razek. Bonjour. Welcome. Ragavan turn 1 on the plate's okay, because they only have that gone, but on the draw it's worse, because they also have Fire Ice, and even Borrower can be okay. I don't mind Spell Snare, because Spell Snare protects you from Brazen Borrower on the Murktide. It's dead. My hand is not very good, I have to say. These 2 cards are pretty clunky here. Once again, you need to hit the third land drop. Spell Footfalls. Raw. Iteration. Okay. This is very likely going to get disputed, but I have explosives, so I don't care if my opponent... Alright, it doesn't get disputed. Very nice. And bottom exile. Otawara. Pass. Once again, if my previous match, the opponent didn't play Murktide, I would have probably won that game. Ever since Team Rhinos adapted with the Murktides, the deck got so much better. So much better. Like, adding 3 Murktide, it's so good. this land. Yeah, it's not great land, but I think it's better than nothing. And I can just go top land pass with. Yeah. But I want to play is explosives. Yeah. If opponent wanted to play Violent Outburst, I can still do it. But I just want to make sure that this is in play now. If they go Prismari Command to kill this, that's okay. I have another one. Like back in the day, but by back in the days, I mean like 2 months ago, I was always beating rhinos. Ooh, first negation, nice. I was always beating rhinos, but now the Murktide just won my opponent game there. You know, pass. I don't want to play this now because they have an extraction put for suspended. So if they play the first rhino card now, I'll just bounce a piece. Now I'll bounce it with Borrower. I'll take 4. Then this one goes to 1. Then next turn I play this. You understand? Whereas if I resolve this, they just don't go for rhinos now. I want to say the move became horrible. It's not horrible at all. It's fine. Before it was very positive. Now it's like, what? Fine. It's 50-50 probably, right? I mean, I was on the draw and didn't hit my third land drop last game. That's okay if you lose those games. When it's 2 cards in hand, they have this suspended. Take his turn. Unholy Heat. That's good. I have 4 cards in my graveyard. Perfect. So I can go land pass. Actually, I think I want to play. Yes, I want to play this now. Yes. Just in case they have another Cascade spell. Another Outburst. And pass. But I don't want to crack this. I'll probably just, again, like, Unholy Heat this to prevent 4. Actually, I don't know if I should. Probably I should not. Just take 4, and then next turn I can blow up 3 Rhino tokens. Take 4. I just played this end of turn. Doesn't there, like, obviously now it's kind of awkward, but Brazen Borrower bouncing Murktide or a large shredder is definitely a pattern for them. I'll take my turn. Okay. What's that? I'll definitely Spell Snare if they have a Fire Ice. Sure. Question is, do I want to go for Unholy Heat here? Or Unholy Heat Spire? I don't think so. I just play land pass. I need to keep Unholy Heat for Murktide Regent. They have 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, it's an 8 already. I'm blocking. End of turn. Ooh, are you bouncing that? You Poseidon that. Souls, I don't have any counterspell, unfortunately. Played the Arena Open a few weeks ago. I even made a YouTube video, which got very few views. So if you like Mango playing Arena content, you have a YouTube video with Mango playing Arena content. 5 mana Fury. Onda le briscole che mi dai. Porca boia. They have 0 cards. What am I bolting here? I think I'm actually bolting the Rhino tokens. Alright, time to draw some spells. Ragavan. Better casted. I don't think I need the mana. Matched it. Draw 2. Boom. Pilferer. A posto. Let's go. I'm at 8. Chump block. Take 4. Maybe double block. Take 6. What should I do? I think double block. Double block, take 7. Go to 1. I think it's better. Oh. Counterspell. Right on time. That's okay. We're still alive. The Spiral. Chump block. That's why I didn't kill the Fury, and I killed the Rhinos, because Fury can be chump blocked, whereas Rhinos can't. Spend. Okay. I got all my balls, so I only have Unholy Heat to deal with this. I would love to draw what? Murktide? Yeah, Murktide's fine at 4 in the graveyard. I'd love to draw Iteration. Unholy Heat. Va bene. Back. Alright. Back in the game. Blue. Green. Shardless Agent. Alec. Okay. That's the last last crashing footfalls for my opponent. You have Dispute in your hand. Alright, I need to draw something good again. Iteration. No, I didn't have it before. Would have been so good before. Okay. Man, imagine sideboarding cards that suck. Like, you draw them and they're awful. And you sideboarded them in. Man. That's why Rhino's so good. He has, like, different angle of attack. Hardcast Fury, plays Murktide, Cascades that you have to respect so much in sideboarding. Reactive decks. Yeah, proactive deck. Rhino is a very proactive deck, very strong. We are reactive deck in this matchup, and reactive decks are always bad. That's the lesson that we all learn if you play Magic. But unfortunately, it's very hard to be proactive in this matchup. So they just are very good at doing what they do. Okay. Iteration. That's it. Man, Spell Pierce is just a ley line. Like, basically, like, whenever you see it, you lose. It's an omen of the death, this card. Like, it brings you defeat. Every time you see Spell Pierce, you lose. Just... Una porta sfiga, I would say in Italian, which I don't know if I can translate. Alright, I have foretold the 2-2 record. After 2 hours, we lost against the first and the second best deck in the format 2-0. There was a time when Murktide was good against the first and the second best deck in the format. That time is no more. And yeah, you gotta accept it. You just have to accept it. Sometimes you'll hit your third land drop and you'll be on the play and you'll win the matchup. Some other times you won't and you will lose 2-0s. And it's the current situation. You can try to deny it, but this is the reality that Mango brings you. Thank you everyone for watching this Murktide video. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you next Sunday with more Murktide videos.